Wow. Hey.
So
Hey.
I just decided to hit record as we were mid laughing because here's the thing, you all. Today is going to be one of those episodes where we invite you to just lean back, go grab a rocking chair, get you some lemonade, some sweet tea.
I have a rocking chair. Oh.
Well, it's all I want, really.
No,
I am
I love
drinking
that I can
an
rock
yerba
in this
mate,
one
which is
actually.
very high in sugar, shockingly high. So I feel like this is the
Is
sweet
it
tea to
really?
have.
I did not
I
know that.
know. They really are. They pop it. I mean, but that's why people love it
Ah,
'cause it's 29, 28 grams of sugar, darling. Cane, it's that cane sugar.
what?
Anyway,
Mhm.
thank you all for being here. We are coming off of another series that we had that lit us up in a whole lot of ways. And I think we
Yeah.
had such an array of humans that we brought in and had really deep dialogue conversation with on all the things: money, finances, budgeting. Gosh, we went into archetypes. We talked about wealth codes. Truly, that was pretty much June rolling into summer. We are now in the midst of summer. And we wanted to bring you guys, we wanted to bring y'all that place to land with whatever money might be for you. And we're laughing because today we have, I mean, we kind of have a schedule that we go off of. We're just going to be honest with you all. And today we were going to do a recap the rich series that we just did. And Stacey and I both showed up. I said, we're not doing a recap today. Today's
Look,
not the
this
day.
is done. The Rich series
It's
is
done.
done. It's finished. And I said, the people said what they said, and we asked what we asked. I feel like there's completion there. It felt rich. It felt nourishing. We're all lit up and excited. I'm excited about all the takeaways that I got. Cannot wait to hear what everybody else is taking away from the series. But I feel like the series can stand on its own. We don't need a recap. And so then we were like, so then what?
And
Because we
here's
are
a
showing
promise. I
up to
think
do the recap.
this is huge of what you said, Stacey. And just another thing for all of those of you that have been with us. Gosh, we are coming up on 1 year. But here's the truth of it. We're not just gonna fill you and bring whether you're watching us on YouTube, on our channel, or if you're listening via however you listen, we're not gonna bring you fluff. And I love that you said that
Yeah,
before
I'm
we
not
hit
into
record.
that. I'm not into that because here's the reality. People people tune in and we need to value that. When I tune into somebody's podcast or webinar or whatever it is, I don't want fluff. Like I don't want the certain things that Brian and I may watch together, like a series or something on Netflix or whatever. We'll look at each other and go, that was a burner episode. Like they just had to fill the space, but nothing really happened in that episode. And we sat there like, wah, wah. So I don't want to bring fluff. I don't want a burner episode or for people to be like, psh, change the channel, wah, wah. So no, we're not bringing fluff. This is just us letting you in. We did have a plan and we are diverting from that plan to talk about whatever is going to come through
A little
in this
channel
moment.
experience. We're going to have a
Yes,
little channeled
yes.
experience.
A
Another
little
thing that was
something,
on my
something.
heart before we hit record, which you know, Stacey, because I've been in communication with you about it, is um, we can look at our lives and we can look at it in aspects, which not to compartmentalize, but I call them our life spheres. But it's like we just look at, okay, here's my career, my vocation, here's my personal life, what's happening in that: love, relationships, how's your health, your well-being, how's your spirituality, like how's your soul self. We have all of these vast pieces of our lives. And I said to you, everyone, I said to Stacey before we were recording, I'm like, what if someone is just in a place where you're not aligned with the actual season that we're in? Because you'll hear a lot, and I mean, this is just, it's true that yes, sometimes in winter you might really feel like it's winter and you want to just be in your kind of like dormant phase. You're, you
Mhm.
know, working through your stuff, da da da. And I've been in winters where I'm in full bloom. Like the actual season is winter. And I'm like, so what if you're out there and you're in summer and everyone's abundant, has all these plans,
We
popping off?
outside.
Yes. And you
Yeah.
might be like, absolutely not. Not my time.
Mm-mm.
And that could be true
I
for somebody.
hope people honor that, like honor whatever you're in and not feel any kind of pressure to succumb to whatever's happening. I know I sent out an email to my email community like, all up in spring. I was like, listen, I'm in a personal winter. I've been in it since fall of last year. And so if you're not getting messages from me that are seemingly normal, like, hi, let me pour into you, sending you so much love and light. And my messages are more like, "Phew, I'm inside. Let's be introspective. This is why, because all up in spring, I'm still in winter. I feel like we're in summer and now I'm in spring. Like, ooh, let's bloom.
Yeah.
Let's be out there. Let's show up. Let's do all the things. And I know you and I were discussing, you're like, "Shh, I'm in the winter." Maybe not your whole life, you
Yeah.
or me, but different parts of our lives, as you call them lives, all of our different spheres. Yes, some are going to be in different seasons. And so, where does that leave you? Are you feeling stuck? Are you feeling pulled in a lot of different directions? Like, what is happening with that? For me, I just decided it's all going to be spring right now. Even if I don't want it to be, I just need my energies aligned so that I can take some action that feels aligned and do things. So yeah, my marriage is in spring. Hallelujah. I love that man. My marriage is in
Beautiful.
spring. Dissertation for my PhD is definitely in spring. I'm coming out. Like
Oh,
there's stuff
she kicking
happening.
off. She's
It's
kicking
like
off
stuff is
for sure.
happening. Business stuff is like it's technically summer kind of feeling in my business, but I'm getting ready to sprinkle some spring and drop some little things like boop boop boop. So yeah, it's I've just decided
Some
it's gonna be
wildflowers.
spring. Yeah. Ooh, I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. A little wildflower. I am in my relationship full bloom. Like we are fully aligned with summer. This ride of the portal of engagement is quite something. And I am grateful to be really honoring this time and to have sisters like you, my dear sister, to reflect because there are areas in my life, business, in kind of a winter dormant. She's like, what are we doing? Where are we going? Who do we want to be when we grow up?
Hmm.
While I think it's really important for those, and you're out there listening, I'm sure you'd raise your hand to this. For those of us out there doing lots of things with our lives, it's important to be able to take some breath when there are really big moments happening, you know?
Right.
Um,
Mhm.
and it doesn't have to be a big moment like an engagement or a wedding. It could just be something that you've dreamt of or held on to for a while. And instead of moving so quick to that next thing, like what else is the point of this life if we're not able to take a breath? And I've really been last night we went fishing and as we're driving through the mountains and I'm taking in just the pure silence. Y'all know when like there's no radio because there's no signal. And so it's you can't listen to anything anyways. And it's just the windows down and the breeze is blowing in. And I was really hit last night with this like, and where would we be? How would life be without so much focus on social media? Without so
Ugh.
much focus on grab my phone, let me record these mountains that I'm seeing so then I can post it later. I've been in a real interesting place like that. And I feel very vulnerable to even say that, because that is how a lot of us entrepreneurs, we run business via online metrics. And one of the marketing arms is social media. Your maybe Cat Still, this beautiful podcast we birthed through one of those metrics, through Facebook, through Instagram, through YouTube. So I'm grateful to have them, but I would just kind of, this question dropped in of like, wow, I have been changed a bit, because for the past month or so, I've not really posted, and I might be coming out of that. Like, I'm feeling some things, but
Mm-hmm.
it's just an interesting place
I love
that I
it.
found myself in last night. I don't know why
I
this is
just
coming
even
up.
hearing you
I'm
say
just
it.
trusting what I'm saying.
No, it feels good. It feels good. It feels good because what I hear you saying, at least the way I'm interpreting it, is, like presence. We get to be in such deep with wherever we are, like being fully present in that whole moment that you described, like windows down, nighttime, like just being in it and experiencing it. There's so much good stuff that comes when we are so fully present. We miss so much with the speed of life, the speed of information, ooh, just like this whole podcast. What if we could just be still? Just be still and take those deep breaths and just be fully present to what is. Doesn't matter what it is, but just being present to what is. A lot of times, like there's inspiration. What if you looked up at those stars and you were like, that's it. That's my inspiration. I'm no longer dormant in this part of my life because I just got that ignited star inspiration. Here's what I'm getting ready to go do. But you would have missed that if you'd have been going. Yeah, this whole topic of presence feels very, very relevant for right now because, especially at least here in the United States, we are in summer. And while people talk about like resting and taking time, our summers over the generations, our summers have gotten busy. You're traveling, you're vacationing, or you're at home working on summer projects. You've got your summer reading list. Do. Can we just be still?
Like, when is the last time you had a lemonade in a rocking chair? Okay.
Saying, or your sweet tea, or your wine,
When?
or your milk, like whatever your thing
Let me
is.
get that
Like
Arnold Palmer,
when?
though. I like the mix.
I am not a fan. Brian likes it. I am not a fan. I've
Oh,
never
Brian,
been a fan.
we're
Mm-mm,
love, love.
mm-mm,
Give me that
mm-mm,
tea with that lemonade. I might need to go make one. I
mm-mm,
didn't know you didn't like
mm-mm,
those.
mm-mm.
Yes.
Don't be messing up my sweet tea. Don't mess it. I don't want it. I don't
Mm,
even like iced tea with lemon in it. Like, no, just I want
I don't do
lemonade
sweet
or
tea.
I want tea.
I just do unsweet tea, to be
I
honest. Except for
generally now
clearly
do,
this herbal
well,
mountain
except for what you got
situation.
now, but
It's the
in
situation.
Georgia, I mean, you can't escape sweet tea in Georgia. It's everywhere. So
Mm-mm.
I was always having my sweet tea. But as I got older, even in Georgia, I was like, all right, I don't need a cup of sugar with some tea. Like I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, I mostly do
Was
unsweet tea.
Milo's the brand? Because Milo's is big down in Florida. It's a sweet
I heard
tea.
of it, but not not so much for me that I could recall. But I think I'm thinking of the logo in my head, like how it's written on the jug. I think I remember seeing it, but
Yeah, it's a jug
I'm
situation.
going to get. Actually,
Ooh,
we're not paid for this.
the sun tea
I'm
when you leave it
I'm all right with it.
outside.
I'm all right with it.
That might have been a
Listen,
Midwest thing.
I make my own, and I love that. I love my mama's iced tea. Ooh, so delicious. But listen, if you're somewhere in the South and you have a Publix grocery store, that Publix tea it's pretty
Oh,
darn good.
the private label Publix
It's
tea.
pretty darn good. I know you're into
Calling it out.
packaged goods, so you know all the names
I
and
do
stuff. I'm like,
know.
It's public.
I could go listen. I could go down a whole rabbit hole with those private labels that like the news is you're getting almost the exact same thing in every store. So
I believe that. I know that to be true because of an experience when I was turning 40. My mom and I went to Costco in Georgia, where I was living at the time. And the man was there. We're doing the taste testing of all the things and whatnot. Anyway, I bought this big old thing of Costco vodka because I was going to make a very
oh yeah.
specific 40 teeny. It's Belvedere. That's what it, well, I don't know what it is now, but back then, way back then when I turned 40, yeah, it's Belvedere. And that's what he said as I looked it up and read about it. It's like basically it's just different packaging, but it's Belvedere vodka. And I tell you what, it was a delicious 40 teeny. It's so good. It was so good. So yeah, I believe
Listen,
you.
don't make me go
It's
down
all the
this
same.
rabbit hole though, because I can get real.
Consumer
I can get
packaged
really fired
goods
up.
guru. We could do a
We
whole
need to
episode on
divert.
consumer packaged goods.
I really could. I've spent
You could do a whole
almost 20 years
series.
in this industry.
I should
Anyway,
interview you for a series just on consumer packaged goods.
we could do that. It would be fun. You know, at one
I
point in
am
time,
about to
thought
have some
starting
huge chocolate though. It's right there.
samples. I gotta go
Hazelnut
get some.
butter.
It
So,
is the best chocolate. Really good
what?
chocolate.
I don't even like chocolate. That's the chocolate I like. Okay, listen. Okay, presents.
You said something though that this was the piece around presents is when you were like presents. I would love, please respond, because as soon as you said presents, I saw all of you that are in our community and I saw us on the mountain in this place of presence. And Stacey and I are behind the scenes working for a retreat. Stay tuned. We've been talking about this, but it is getting closer, I think, to being birthed. And it's going to be real powerful, is all I can
It's
say.
a whole thing. It is it's a whole thing. Hey, how about this? We know what we're doing and it's coming through us and we love it. Well, all of you who are watching or listening, put in the comments like what you would love to have from us in a retreat. Just what would be so nourishing for you? What would be so giant exhale for you in a retreat? And I guess we need a way to code that so that the wonderful Bailey can help us and things are organized. So like hashtag still retreat or hashtag retreat, whatever, hashtag retreat. And then just tell us what you would love to have in a retreat. Because we have our ideas and we have our things that we have been sitting with and we believe are going to be so yum. But yeah, tell us what would make you say there's no way I'm missing this. 100% I'm coming to this retreat. I'm changing my schedule. I'm doing whatever it takes because I need to have myself at this retreat. What would that be for you? I'm curious.
Tell us, let us know. It's going to be delicious when it comes through.
Yeah.
Void. Well, this feels kind of complete. I feel like we did a fun little, this is a fun little short blooper of there's some goodness up in here, up in these past 20 so minutes that you've been with us. We will not tirade or go on any other adventures, I think, for today.
Yeah, not for today.
Unless
I can't promise
anything-
about another time, but not today.
Can't promise that. We just so appreciate you all being with us. So you're getting a real bite-sized episode today. So hopefully you were able to get it in on your drive time or morning walk or afternoon lemonade rocking chair. We love you all
This
so
rocking
much.
chair.
I don't know. I need to get one. We'll see you all next week. Same time, same place. We love you.
Love you. Bye.